Hi everyone, I'm Naman Gupta and welcome to the new episode of Developer Spotlight. Today we have Sanika, Siddhant and Aban with us. Thank you so much, all three of you, to joining me, and I'm really glad to have you as you guys are first winner of our BIT in collaboration with zbyte hackathon. So congratulations and welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Take us through your dApp first, and then we'll move to the your creation, your process part.
Yeah, okay. So starting with a deal broker, the name itself suggests us like that it is as a broker between the one who is registering the deal and the one who is confirming the deal. So it is basically just acting as a broker. One can pay and just work and can receive or just reject and return the payments. So this was our the home page where we had done a lot of CSS, JavaScript, and HTML work. Yeah, so when there was one button at the you can see it on the top left corner the pages from where we can easily access to all the pages in our dApp like register a deal, payout, confirm delivery. And
Hmm,
if you don't want to access those critical buttons, then you can just get started and uh, started with the process.
nice.
So the first page was like a registration page where we can add buyer's address, seller's address, and the payment. This can be done by the both. Miss Seller
Hmm,
can also do the registration as well as the buyer. So here we just add those addresses and the payment amount. And
hmm,
at the bottom right corner, there is a get deal ID section. Deal ID is the various means the most crucial part of our project was the deal ID from which we can access means everything with those deal IDs.
hmm.
So the next section was like payout to seller, from where seller will do the payments, and then there was a confirm delivery section,
Hmm.
from where the receiver will confirm the delivery if he has to confirm it. Then there are two more pages like return and reject the deal. So if the buyer has done the payment and the seller don't want to sell it, then he can just return the payment. Or else if he don't want, if the payment is not done and he want to reject, then he can directly reject it as well. So this
Hmm.
was the basic idea of our dApp.
Sir, we can do a small
Amazing.
demo also.
Sure. You can try if you wish to. Yeah.
So here I'm copying my wallet address for the deal. So first, for this demo purpose, I am putting myself as the buyer and also the seller. So I will give some payment and register. So it gives us a transaction tab, and we have to confirm. It takes some transaction fees.
Correct.
So we get a pop out like registration has been successful, and we can get the
Correct.
deal ID. So now the deal ID is updated to 65, and then we can use this
Nice.
deal ID to go to the next pages like for the payout. Or if
Hmm.
I put it 65 as my deal ID. So again we have to go through a transaction,
Hmm.
and here the buyer can pay out to the seller for the deal.
Hmm. The UI also look really nice.
Actually, when we had done it, one then the prefix logo was not visible there, but now I don't know why it is visible.
Sometimes it
And one
happens.
more
Yeah.
thing I want to add is the drag and drop feature. It makes so easy or smooth to create such a nice UI. And also the background images and everything was directly can be added. And yeah, it helped a lot.
So after
Perfect,
the
perfect.
payout has been done, it showed the
Yeah.
seller and buyer address, and same thing has to be done for the confirmed delivery by the seller, and if he
Mm.
wants to return the payment. And lastly, the seller can also reject the deal. Like in this case, we will reject the deal because all of the process is going through the blockchain. We get transaction at every uh, process.
Mm. So who was responsible for the UI part primarily out of you all three?
Siddhant
I
and
was
Sanika were doing.
Very nice. Very nice.
Here it is saying deal has been rejected, and this is the seller and buyer address. So this is
Got it.
how it works out uh, in this application.
Very nice. And I think this is like one of the use case that could be part of, a lot of industries as well. And even in the, day-to-day life. So to begin with such sort of use case and design is simply flawless, right? So now let's go to editor part, from where did you design, what did you all do, right? That just take us through your dApp building process.
So
okay. So starting with the home page. So the one which UI you are looking like deal broker or the typing animation, this is done through the element which is available in those element section. That is iframe. It's iframe section. We just had to add those HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript code, which is a bit easy. And then there is the pages section, that is the what we can call is menu button, which is available in those element as well. So these are some buttons we were using for the front end part, as well as going to the back end. As such, there is no back end for this main page, but just only if we click on those pages section, then there are so much options. Like, so at every page button, we just have to add that where that to navigate when we click on those things. Like if we consider a payout button, then we had added a JS object to navigate to the payout section.
Mm.
Yeah. So going to the
like
next
Nice.
this
page.
was very easy. Like we could add JS and we could freely move using the drag and drop property. So doing UI was very nice. Okay, on the backend side, we used like if we go on a button, we can see that there were very many functions because this is a no code app. Like on click, so on click we were going to register run, which we had
Mm.
stored in the JS object. So here in this JS object one, we had the function 2, which was running at that time. So we used to run the deal ID to and then get the deal ID. Uh, First we go to through the escrow uh, smart contract. First we send after taking the input from the first text field, second and
Mm.
third text field, which is basically like we have first we have the buyer address, then seller address, and lastly the payment. We register a deal, and this outputs a deal ID, and then the deal
Got it.
ID is used for every other process, like to update the deal, to get the
Mm.
buyers and sellers from that deal ID. This is how the backend runs for the registration page.
Mm. Nice. Now about the other pages. Yeah.
uh, we did the same thing like when we press this zpay button, uh, on the click it will go to JS object, and my function 2. So if we go to the JS object of the my function, in the second function we had there in the first registration page there was ready-made functions made by the smart contracts, which we used to update the deal and run. We also stored the data here, and then we displayed on a alert using the show alert function. We use the same type of code for other pages also.
Got it.
For the reg- So here on the reject deal, we use the reject deal. We store the value.
Got it.
Yes.
So how much time does it really took for you to build this app in totality? Even after the session, I'm sure that you must have been working on this. So yeah, but still a rough time.
So majority of the part was built at the same day only, like in that one day. But we were facing some issues like a deal ID registration IDs, so that we took around a one day to solve those issues.
Correct. That's really nice, but still, like, if you're able to finish it off within like 50 hours, that itself is a big sort of achievement. So this is really great. So, okay, cool. So is there any like issue that you were facing earlier and now you would like to share this with others who are trying to attempt this sort of dApp to be built? Any issue that you were like, oh, that was an issue, but we changed and recorrected in this particular way so that others could be mindful of that. Is there anything that you would like to share?
Yeah, getting deal ID was one of our issue, but Manas sir helped us with that. Like, just we have to just count it to plus one, and we will get a deal ID. So that was one of the issue which
Correct.
sir helped us to do.
Okay, okay. Rest everything is cool, now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's great. That's great. Cool. So the UI looks fantastic. The functionalities, the buttons that you have kept, and the sort of content to entice the users that you have mentioned is again, very much commendable. So definitely, you guys, definitely deserve to be the first winner of our, hackathon. So thank you so much for taking us through your dApp idea, and the ones who are actually watching us, and if you have any question, maybe you can just jot it down in the comment section as well. And all three of you, I definitely look forward to see even more real life use case dApps to be built by you on zbyte very soon, and we are really looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We
Thank you
also
so much.
have deployed the app, and this is the link of the deployed app.
Amazing, amazing. That's definitely the ones who are watching us will be able to see the tab as well. We'll be mentioning the tab URL in the description section. So yeah, definitely it looks great. It looks great.
Yeah, so thank you. As well as the zbyte team from Discord platform, they help us a lot during this process. So great thanks to them also.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, all three of you. Thank you, Ban. Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Sanika. Amazing. Great meeting you. Bye.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
So,
Bye.
bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Bye. Bye.